The cafeteria fell silent the moment she walked in. Her name was Lily, a quiet new girl who had just transferred mid-semester. Her clothes were plain, her backpack old, and her eyes, haunted, as if they carried 1,000 untold stories. Most of the kids ignored her, but a few didn't. A group of seniors, the kind who thought cruelty made them powerful, found their next target in her. Every day, they whispered, tricked her, called her names. And every day, she just took it. She never complained. She never fought back. Until one afternoon, they went too far. In the middle of the lunchroom, one of the boys grabbed her sketchbook, the one thing she always clutched tight, and threw it across the floor, laughing as pages fluttered out. Drawings spilled everywhere, portraits of her mom, of someone in a military uniform, of a small house with a folded flag on the porch. The laughter got louder. Then, a voice cut through the noise. Pick it up. The whole cafeteria turned. Standing near the vending machines was a man in worn jeans and a faded army jacket, his hands steady, his eyes sharp. That was Daniel, Lily's father. A single dad. Most of the students had seen him drop her off before, but no one really knew who he was. They just thought he was another struggling parent trying to get by. The biggest bully, Jason, snorted. What's it to you, old man? Daniel didn't raise his voice. You heard me. Pick it up. Jason smirked and stepped closer. You think you can tell me what to do? You're just some broke vet or something. The words died in his throat when Daniel stepped forward. There was something in his presence, controlled, calm, but radiating a kind of danger that made even the teachers freeze. With a steady gaze, Daniel said quietly, I've faced men with rifles and bombs who were less disrespectful than you. Don't make the mistake of thinking kindness means weakness. Jason blinked, then looked away. His friends followed, mumbling, scattering. The cafeteria was silent again, except for Lily's soft sobs as she knelt to gather her drawings. Daniel bent down beside her, gently picking up the last page, a sketch of him smiling in his uniform. He placed a hand on her shoulder. You okay, sweetheart? She nodded, tears glistening. They ruined it, Dad. He smiled softly. Then we'll draw new ones. Stronger ones. Later that day, a teacher approached Daniel outside the school. You handled that calmly, Mr. Hayes. But may I ask, were you really in the service? Daniel simply said, once upon a time, and walked away. Word spread fast. Students Googled his name. It turned out Daniel Hayes wasn't just a veteran, he was a decorated Army Ranger who had led a rescue mission overseas that saved 20 civilians, including children. He had retired quietly after losing his wife to cancer, dedicating himself to raising Lily. No one at the school had known. The next morning, everything changed. Jason and his friends waited for Lily in front of the school, not to hurt her, but to apologize. Awkwardly, they offered to carry her bag, to make things right. The same kids who once mocked her now respected her. And Lily, sweet, shy Lily, smiled for the first time since her mom's death. Weeks went by, and Daniel became a familiar face at the school. He volunteered at events, spoke to the students about respect, resilience, and courage. Everyone fights battles, he'd say. Some you see, most you don't. The real strength is choosing to be kind, even when the world hasn't been kind to you. His words stuck. The bullies changed. The school atmosphere changed. Even Jason began mentoring younger kids about bullying, saying, if you knew what someone's been through, you'd never add to their pain. One evening, Lily was sketching by the window when she looked up at her dad. Mom would be proud of you, she said softly. Daniel smiled, his eyes glistening. No, sweetheart. She'd be proud of you. You're the reason I still fight, just in a different way now. As the sun set, they sat together, drawing in silence. A soldier who had fought wars abroad was now fighting invisible battles at home, through compassion, patience, and love. And maybe that's what true strength looks like. Not the medals, not the stories of heroism, but the quiet power to stand up for what's right when no one else will. So if you've ever seen someone being hurt, mocked, or left out, remember Daniel and Lily. Step in. Say something. Because sometimes, one small act of courage can change an entire story.